Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to finally work on the KTM 125 build. I know you guys have been itching for KTM content since we did the motor build. I have since taken this head off, and taken that gasket out that came with the Namura kit and just put the O-ring back in. So let me show you that really quick. Right up here. So this is the Namura gasket that came with the kit. And I don't know, I was okay with it, honestly, but something told me just go back with the O-rings, don't run a gasket, changes your head spacing just slightly. We're back to the regular O-ring setup. So this is all torqued up, motor's torqued up, pipe is torqued up. Man, check that pipe out. That Pro Circuit pipe is sick for sure. So anyway, everything's good to go right now. Everything that is on here is torqued, even the triple clamps, that kind of stuff. So this thing will be near ready to start. Probably the bars. You know what? Let's just screw it. Let's just hammer away. Let's just see what we can get done today. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. This KTM 125, I have an entire build series on this bike, so go check it out. I'll put some links in a card here above. The other thing too is I'm working on some merch, guys, and there's a little sneak peek of a sick flex fit hat. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting close. Building a website, doing things like that. So my biggest thing is with the merch game, I bought a lot of merch from a lot of people, and I hate it because they always have like the crappy stuff, the really cheap stuff, and I don't want to do that. I want quality t-shirts, quality hats, quality whatever that I sell. So I'm working really hard to find the best that I can and get it kicked out to you guys. So if you like that idea, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. I'm working hard for you guys, and I appreciate all the subs and where the channel is going. We're almost to 2,000 subs. I'm super excited about it, but let's hop on to the 125. Okay guys, bike's coming together really well. One thing I wanted to point out, we got the ignition, the CDI box put together. These connection points, you need to get the powder coating off of them if you powder coated them, because the coil mounts right there, and then you got a ground wire that mounts right there. Everything else should be good to go. So here's our coil, all cleaned up, looking brand new. Turned out really nice actually. So that is going to go right about there, like so, and to our fresh grounding points, and then obviously that's where our plug is. And then a couple things here. Kill switch. So I ordered a new kill switch because this one is cracked right there. So the new kill switch was a Tusk item, which I think is pretty good. Looks like a pretty solid unit. And it mounts onto your handlebar where your brake reservoir is. But the ends on it are the wrong ends. So as you can see there, those, I don't have an eye to mount to my frame. And then I do have the correct plug on the other end. But so I've got to go ahead and fix that real quick, and then I can go ahead and finish mounting my electrical components, and then this thing will actually be ready to fire up short of fuel. So but we're not going to worry about that right now as much as I want to. I'm not going to right now. So, and then I got to clean up these electrical connectors too. I don't know how I missed them because I cleaned up those ones and the box. But anyway, so if you guys are wondering how I got everything looking so good, anything that is rubber on this entire motorcycle, I say anything, not anything, but most parts, things like these, you know, these covers on the wiring harness and stuff like that, hoses, these hoses here, which I actually haven't done yet. What I do is I take Scotch-Brite and WD-40 and I scuff it all up, and then it turns it basically back to brand new. So that's what I did on the 450 there when I did the top end on it. So anyway, just a little hint there as to how to prep that. Okay, now for handlebars, the mounting bracket for your handlebars, you got two positions here, and then you can also flip this that way or that way. I'm going to choose to run the upper position, which will bring, you know, body forward, and then also flip it the other way, back around, so that it will clear my forks and my fork bleeders and all that stuff. So there is a rhyme and reason to what I'm doing, but I just realized that the powder coating is kind of in the way there. Not a real issue, but just going to thread these bolts in just a little bit to get past that powder coating, and make sure you put Loctite on these, because the last thing you want to do is have these back out while you're ripping. It'd be a bad day for sure. Have your handlebars pop off. So make sure you Loctite them. And these are 40 Newton meters, I think it was. These two bolts, and then the 4 bolts that hold the handlebars on, you do not want to mess around with torque settings on those. Always, always, always torque them. Always torque them. For sure. Okay, and for the bars, we're going with some Pro Taper contours. This is the CR mid-bend. Yeah, so CR mid-bend. I like that bar. And anyway, get this off of here. Let's get our bar clamps on. I'm really excited to see how these end up. It's really starting to come together and look really good. So. Okay, now torque on these are 20 Newton meters, and you want to make sure that you tighten them down evenly. You definitely don't want to close the gap on one side and leave it open on the other. So I'm gonna install these grips real quick. I'm just using a sealer, just a Krylon sealer that we had laying around. Any clear coat will work, but this is just what was right here. So what I'm gonna do is maybe, there we go, is just spray the handlebar with it, and then that sealer will lock the grip on, and I don't have to worry about any grip glue or anything like that. So I'm running the ODI half waffles, so in the gray, which I think the gray is just a classic look. So let's get them positioned about right. Should be about right there. And those are on. And then when that dries, those things won't move at all. All right, on to the next thing here. We've got old kill switch ends, new kill switch ends, and I've debated on how I want to do this. I want to retain these two factory ends, so what I'm going to do is just chop these here, and then chop these about here, and then solder them in and heat shrink them. That seems to be the easiest thing to do. So that is the plan. So enjoy a little soldering action here. Let me show you a little trick I do when I solder. Take two alligator clips, clamp them in your vise, and then you have a way to hold your wires while you solder. So anyway, tricks of the trade. So let's go ahead, let's knock this solder job out, and then we will get it mounted up to our handlebars. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little bit of safety wire on these grips, and that basically helps keep the grips in place while you're riding, and makes it so they don't roll on the throttle tube or on the bar on the other side. I did already wrap the other side, but I want to show you guys this neat little trick here. People have been doing it for years. The pros do it. I know a lot of guys don't run lock-on grips. They run regular grips like this, and then they use tie wire, safety wire, to lock them on. So anyway, basically you just wrap the stainless tie wire or safety wire around the grip, and then give it a couple twists until it starts to clamp it on, about like so, and then clip it off.
Here's what I found.
Oh, shut up, Siri. How to make tie wires, what she searched. Anyway, and then just press this down and make sure that it's tucked deep into the grip so that you don't have to worry about any snagging or anything like that. Pretty simple process, but old school trick. So I'm all about it. I like it, and you don't have to worry too much about you know, this thing snagging on your gloves or anything like that, as long as you tuck it down deep. So in fact, doing this trick, you really don't even need grip glue or anything, but I still do the whole spray the clear in there and then slide them on. So I run lock-on grips personally, but for this build, I decided to go with the regular grips. Just like so. All right, guys, there's the bike. I really hope you enjoyed this video, putting everything back together. It's turning out really nice. It looks really good. Now, one thing that is on here that I didn't show on the install would be the slave cylinder for the clutch, and that's good to go. So if you guys are interested in how to install that, I will put a link up above with that video. Everything else is pretty much buttoned up. I did end up installing the pegs and the frame guards. But overall, the only thing that needs done on this now is to bleed the front and rear brake, and then throw our plastics on in our graphics kit, and we're completely wrapped up. Radiators and hoses too, that's it, which they are sitting right over here, ready to be put on. So it's looking really, really, really good. Oh, another thing too, I did forget to put on this rubber piece before I installed the throttle housing, but now that is on, and we're good to go there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Bike is turning out really nice. I know you guys are ready to see this thing officially wrapped up and ride ready, and I'm ready to tear it up on this thing. I am dying to ride it. So who knows, maybe I'll like it more than the 450. I don't know. We'll have to see when that time comes. Okay, if you guys stayed this long in the video, I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see for the next bike build. 4-stroke, 2-stroke, 125, 250, 450. Let me know, because I am keeping my eye out on the classifieds to find a bike that is going to be perfect for the next rebuild. I'm kind of leaning towards a 250F, but that's kind of me. So let me know what you think. Yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.